25th of April, 2186. I'm going to change these journals up a little bit. The war effort and battlefronts have been very busy, and I do not have time to journal as often. So I'm only going to do journals once a week from now on. Just talk about maybe certain missions or something going on, or riffing about certain stuff and just having maybe some general discussions. But my focus must be on fighting our enemies and helping to spread managed democracy for Super Earth. I know that my fellow Helldivers will understand, and let us just continue to support each other in these efforts. Lady Liberty, just please bless us and help us out with all this. I responded to a call on Fact Bay from some fellow Helldivers, an SOS signal that was going out from the planet. They were attempting to destroy a Bile Titan in the area. I was actually looking forward to this because this felt like a great time to test the EAT 411 leveler for the first time. I've never used this weapon, and why not fire it right at a Bile Titan bug? Along with the levelers for the mission, I loaded up a guard dog for myself, prepped the ship to drop orbital gas strikes and machine gun sentries for the mission. As for my main weapons, the AR-23 Liberator, our initial weapon that we get from our training camp, the grenade pistol and incendiary grenades would be with me for the mission. I gotta say, I've been using the AR-23 a lot more recently, and you forget how solid of a weapon it is. You forget how nice that basic Liberator can be, and really it does a solid job on all fronts, and I'm glad to be using it again. I've been pretty deep into some of the war bonds and special weapons and stuff, so it's nice to go back to basics sometimes and use what is just solid and effective. My armor was the CE-07 Demolition Specialist with the IO-9 Heatseeker helmet and the Reckoning's Cheer cape on my back for the mission. I didn't realize it until a diver actually pointed it out to me about a week ago, but I actually, all of us divers go for fashion with some stuff. Like, we want to have a good appearance while on the front. This is for our citizens and CF soldiers and other people that we deal with in the field. Like, we want to be that beacon for them. We want to have that strength, show our dedication to Super Earth and everything. And, well, damn it, this is a way to do it. Have your armor look good while you're doing your missions, but make sure that it is doing what you need it to in effect, too. Make it work for you. I had dropped onto the planet, called down my guard dog and a leveler right away, and right in front of me was the damned Bile Titan. Another diver and I were firing upon the Titan and other small bugs in the area, just getting their attention and getting the Titan a little bit closer. And once it got close enough, I pulled and aimed my leveler at it, and I fucking missed. I missed a direct shot on top of that bile, and those are big targets. I was not happy at first. Now, I won't lie, I saw the explosion go off behind the Titan, and then another much bigger explosion after this. I don't know for sure if that was the blast of the leveler, or if there was a dormant hell bomb close by, but either one of those, something killed the Bile Titan at least, so our major order was at least finished for the area. There was still plenty of work, plenty of nests that are in the area and everything that needed to be wiped out, so we continued to work. I'm going to continue to use the leveler more in testing this because I don't know enough how this piece of equipment works properly to feel confident in the field with it. I want to be as efficient as I can for killing our enemies and spreading democracy for Super Earth. And that means you go out in the field, you use your weapons, you test things out, you try different things and see what goes well. That's what it takes to be an efficient Helldiver. From there, headed northeast with another diver, and we pushed to a bug nest, a rupture that had happened close by as well. So we slowly advanced to the nest, just killing every bug that came out of the ground at the time. Once the nest was finally within reach, we closed up all the holes and secured the area. We continued on from there, just hitting nests one by one, closing them up one at a time. Sometimes you go as a group, or sometimes solo if you felt comfortable and daring enough to push into them solo against the enemy. One of the main issues that we found in this area was a stalker nest. The damn bugs tried to sneak up on us, but thanks to the firepower, and I believe I had a sentry down at the time, a machine gun sentry, we were able to take down the stalker as it was sneaking up. For me, this is at least on the bug front, once I see a stalker on a mission, I strive to find that damn nest and to take it down. They are annoying devils trying to sneak up on us and kill us. They're annoying to deal with. After opening a bunker with a fellow Helldiver, getting some supplies, I noticed a spot just to the kind of northwest, it seemed, that may have been where the stalker's nest was. I wasn't sure, but I thought it was worth a shot to look into it. And sure enough, it was. I pushed to it. I was able to drop a sentry right at that entrance. I did that because if they were going to start trying to come out of there, I at least wanted some protection and support while I was fighting against them. And sure enough, I think one or two popped out trying to get to me, but once it cleared up just enough, one grenade shot down the hole, closed that stalker nest right up. And thankfully that gave us some good clearance for the mission to be able to move along and hopefully not have them sneaking up on our butts again throughout the mission. Something I almost forgot about here. Before I landed, the other Helldivers in the group must have at some point taken down a spore spewer in the area. That was one of the other objectives that we had to take care of in this region. But it was good to see them to be able to do that, to help clear out the area of the gloom. And, as a Helldiver, you feel a little disappointed that you can't help your fellow Helldivers out and stuff, but dang it, I was thankful that they were able to take care of that. As the mission progressed and time was going against us slowly, we pushed from nest to nest, taking down bugs, closing up holes in the area, dealing with any ruptures, and just finding different smaller points of interest and stuff that we needed to clear up, and just gathering resources for ourselves too. The E710 is just, it's needed from these bugs. It's needed from these planets and everything. It's for our war effort, and it's needed for all the different fronts that we're fighting on and everything, against the bugs, against the bots, against the squids. We need this stuff, and I'm glad Super Earth understands that, and our citizens understand that, and we as Helldivers just push forward, and I'm thankful for all of you for diving on any front. God, that's something I've heard Helldivers complain about. I hear divers talking about, the bug divers, and these divers, they only focus on dealing with the bugs, and or like bot divers or squid divers. It's like, we're all putting in for this war effort. If we have major orders come through, yes, we should be focusing our resources, and I can't say all, because if all of our resources go toward one thing only, then we're going to start getting... Okay, here's an example. Let's say we have a major order to deal with something the squids have come going on. If every single Helldiver went to that, yes, we would be able to clear things out in a very quick and good manner. However, what will that leave on the bug and the bot fronts? As soon as we clear out from those areas, like fully, if we 100% did that, we would be overrun from the other sides, and then also we'd have bigger fish to fry. And, squids, fish, calamari. Anyway, that would be a different issue that we'd have to deal with. I get 90%, have groups, specialized groups. We have, the CF soldiers, that are dealing with the other fronts as well when we have major orders. But we still need to have us Helldivers. Our specialty is to be able to help these out, and we have to do that. So we still have to have numbers of some sort on these other fronts. I get what people mean. I get what my fellow Helldivers mean with this, but we don't have to think about this. Work on your fronts. Ranting in the journal like this, I'm sorry, but it's just, it gets frustrating to hear it. Like, don't think about stuff. We have the ministries to help us out with that. We're frontline. You take care of shit. You spread your managed democracy. You take care of your enemies. You gather resources and everything. Let the ministries and Super Earth focus and guide us to where things need to be taken care of. Blah. Yeah. Anyway, throughout this mission, we located more bunkers in the area, got them opened up, and gathered supplies from everything that we could. Mission progressed in time, and we cleared and secured the area, and eventually got back to our extraction, called the Pelican, and got back to our super destroyers. Oh, one other small pain in the ass, for me at least, is with these desert planets, it's just dealing with those sandstorms. Having your visibility drop like that and just feel so restricted, and movement sucks a lot for me. It's out of a lot of the weather environment effects, I call it that, I guess. I'm not sure what other term I can use. It's for me the most frustrating. A slight benefit is at least it affects our enemies too, is we can sneak around them and stay hidden from them, and they get slowed down as well, so it's a double-edged sword. I'll use the rest of this journal time to have a discussion of some of the war bonds, and I mean, mostly the ones that I've been able to gather from Super Earth. You know, you spend your super credits, spend your resources, Helldivers. We need to support Super Earth, and this is our way of doing it. Now, the one none of us have to get is when we first get out of our training, our Helldivers mobilize, that standard war bond. We all have that. That's great. It's a solid, and thank you, Super Earth and Ministries, and for giving us that war bond. But some of the premium ones that I've been able to pick up at least. Steeled Veterans has been great, especially that Concussive Liberator for me. Democratic Detonation. Oh, that's a great fucking war bond. If you do not have that, my fellow Helldivers, I suggest you pick that war bond up when you get the chance. It is got some juicy, helpful gear in it for you. Freedom's Flame and the Chemical Agents were the two most recent ones I picked up, and I still have a little bit left to use my medals and purchase some gear from them, but I've at least got a lot of the solid things from it. Servants of Freedom is one that I've gotten picked up and cleared. Borderline Justice has been, that Deadeye and some of that is fantastic to have. Control Group, that Warp Pack. Holy crap, that Warp Pack is very necessary, especially if you're wanting to be a solo diver. You are not getting into bunkers without that sucker. So, if you run solo for that stuff, pick up that Control Group War Bond. Dust Devils, fucking love that spear gun and just the different equipment with that. Python Commandos has been great, although I haven't used the maxi gun or defoliation tool as much. Redacted Regiment for me. That has been probably one of my favorite war bonds with some of that gear. And especially on the bot front. My God, if you are a bot diver, pick that up. The C4, the sensor, and the armor and equipment is just great. And then Siege Breakers has been great to have. And, you know, the hammer and everything, I haven't touched much of it. The downfall is when you start collecting a lot of war bonds, you got to try and use equipment, and you want to get better at it. You want to get stronger with it. Now I'm working with super credits. I've just about got enough for another one, and I'm not sure quite yet. Entrenched Division sounds fantastic to be able to pick up. Maybe, I think Urban Legends has the heavy tank chair and stuff, Viper Commandos. I don't know. I suppose, my fellow Helldivers, if you hear this, what are some war bonds that you enjoy? Hey, let me know. And for Super Earth, let's keep diving.